Good evening.
My
Dog found you. Hold on. What dog's causing chaos in the back?
Oh, well, okay, fine.
What have you got here?
Welcome, everybody. Usual shambolic start to the show. This is New Music Mondays on Discovered TV, with me, Martin, in the UK, and Julian being attacked by dogs in South Africa.
Come here.
Be a good name for an album, I think. Attacked by dogs in South Africa.
Yes. Attacked
Julian
by Milo.
Well, you know, that's kind of ruined the whole image, hasn't it? It's like, oh, it sounds like something horrific and violent's happening. No, it's just a big soppy dog.
It's just Milo. It's Milo, our dear Milo.
Hello, Milo.
Hello, Milo.
Milo's now going, I don't want to be on camera. Get me off camera. I'm
Digging
not.
through dustbins looking for food.
I don't want to be on camera. I've not done my hair.
Yes. She hasn't done her hair. Milo. Be a bit stern with these animals every now and then.
Hello, Julian. Hello, South
Martin.
Africa. Hello, world. How are you today?
Hello, world. Welcome to a cold. I better send my mother the link.
Oh,
Hang
yeah,
on one second.
Send her the link. Make sure Tandy's got the link.
Let me quickly do that.
A cold South Africa from a very warm UK. Although, I believe we are imminently due thunderstorms.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. It could be any second now, actually. Oh, that could interrupt the show, couldn't it? Kind of electrical storms, solar flares, rain coming. Oh, no, now it says Tuesday afternoon. Okay, fine. It was supposed to be tonight. Now
not
it's tomorrow.
tonight.
This has been going on for the last week or so. It's like, it's going to rain today. No, forget it. It's going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to be today at all.
Yeah,
So,
so you guys need rain, eh?
It may never rain again. So it feels
You
at the
guys
moment.
desperately need rain. There's no doubt about that.
And you know what will happen, though,
My hot
Jules,
cup
don't
of
you?
soup.
You know what will happen is we will get rain, and then what will happen is we'll have floods.
Yeah, that's going to be typical UK, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I mean,
one
to be
extreme-
fair, it's partly because it's also dry. If we get a vast amount of water, it's just going to roll off the ground because it's so dry. So we'll just get flooded
You really
everywhere.
don't have much luck, do you?
It's the end of days, mate. It's the end of days.
It is, eh?
That's what's
The whole
happening.
world has just gone
We're on the
belly up.
final countdown.
No, I still got too much I want to do.
We joke about it, but yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, this is just a transition phase into I don't know, the next phase, right? We'll just all show up again in different guys.
Yep. Now I'm getting hot. I have got a heater going, but now I'm starting to feel heat. Getting undressed, animals attacking me. Ah, no, it's like crazy. Mum says hi.
Hi,
It's also
Sandy.
freezing down there.
Oh, it's too bright, isn't it? You can't see it.
What's that? I got mine Heineken Zero.
I've gone for. I thought it was worth a dose of Corona.
What is that? Corona Zero?
Yeah.
No. Have they actually got a Corona Zero now?
Yep.
And what's it like?
It's pretty good, actually. A little slice of lime in there would be quite nice. The thing that amazed me was, I mean, just to do beer talk, why not? Corona.
Why not?
Mexican beer, right? Isn't it Corona?
Yeah.
Nope, made in Belgium.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Mexican beer.
So did I.
Little do we know.
That's only
Little do
pretending.
we know.
Made in Belgium. Okay.
No. Oh well.
Anyway, cheers. Yeah, it's very nice. I had that for the first time in a Mexican restaurant, actually, on Friday night. I thought that'll do. Little slice of lime in that. You'd never know the difference. Apart from you wake up not drunk.
Well, isn't that the whole point?
I think
Really,
so.
you can still have the taste of beer and wake up and not feel drunk.
That would be nice. Beck's Blue, I can't do. I get none of the alcohol, all of the hangover. So I just don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point in that?
No, Beck's Blue is terrible.
You
It is
get
absolutely horrific.
none. I was got none of the disadvantages, all the advantages. No, is it, or the other way around? I don't know. You get none of the fun, all of the downside. Don't do it.
Anyway.
Horrible stuff.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's all good. So welcome to New Music Mondays. This is not Battle of the Bridge Part 2 or 3. This is just New Music Mondays.
I find it quite. I mean, Thomas Tuchel does not look like a guy who would look for a fight, really, does
Yo,
he?
and he was looking for one yesterday.
He certainly was.
He was looking for one. I've never seen anybody look for something like that in my life before. He was just going mad. But it was funny. It was absolutely hilarious.
He said he got caught up in the passion of the game. That was his excuse afterwards.
Conte still wanted to beat him up afterwards. He wasn't taking it lightly. But anyway,
good height difference as well. It's quite funny.
Yeah. Like I say, I went to go and watch the rugby, South Africa versus New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
What an experience we had. There was a flyover. Apparently, I was on TV. Apparently, quite a few people said they saw me on TV. So I was like,
I saw you on internet. I didn't see you on television.
Yeah, apparently people saw me on TV.
Fantastic.
So, that was quite cool. Didn't even know I was on.
Famous.
I have to go and try and find a full version of the game and see if I can find myself. Yeah. If anybody did see me, just cut the meme out and meme me. Or something like that, isn't it? Meme me. Meme me. And there's football on tonight. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that. Liverpool are playing. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Will you be watching that live, will you?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, why not?
But anyway, let's talk about the music.
Yeah, man.
What exciting is happening in the UK music-wise these days?
Well, I didn't even realise Coldplay had been doing a 5-day residency at Wembley Stadium. So I only found out. I'm not saying I'm across all the sort of live gigs and tours and stuff like that, but only because a couple of friends and people that I know were sort of filming themselves being at. I didn't even know they were playing. There's Coldplay at Wembley.
Oh wow!
But they're doing 5 nights at Wembley.
That's cool.
You can get a ticket still if you want one. If you've got 200 quid handy, you can still get a ticket.
£200.
£200 for Wembley Stadium. 90,000 people. 90,000 times £200. That's going to be a reasonable amount of cash, isn't it?
That'll be a lot of money. You won't be complaining after that. I see Ryan Giggs is still in jail. People are still trying to put Ryan Giggs in jail.
He doesn't. I mean, he's not coming across well, is he? Really?
No. Unfortunately, not. Poor guy. Or I don't know if it is a poor guy. If he did what everybody's saying he's did.
Not poor at all.
Yeah, not good at all.
And if you want, it feels like an extension of the shambles that is Manchester United at the moment as well. It's kind of
bottom of the table. Last time that happened, 1992, beginning of the Premier League.
I know. They won the league that year, you know.
Didn't Arsenal win the league that year?
No. I mean, it ain't going to happen this year. Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen this year. But yeah, they lost their first 2 games and then won the league that year. Yeah, they were the first winners of the... Because it's 30 years, right? So they've been making a big deal of it. It's 30 years since the Premier League started.
That is correct.
But yeah, they lost their first 2 games that season, the first time.
We know who their third game is against.
It's Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah. Next Monday.
Well, fun. I mean, they got one abandoned last time, didn't they? I think they're saying they're going to have more demonstrations this time. So,
well, we shall see. We shall see. We had the Cooligans on Tales and Back this weekend on Sunday. I don't know if you managed to catch any of that.
A little bit, yeah.
A great performance, and they've got some great new tracks as well. We are shooting their music video this week. I'm very excited about that.
Fantastic.
We'll be shooting their music video on Thursday, so we'll be streaming some behind the scenes from the venue while we're shooting the video, so you'll be able to catch some great snippets of us shooting that music video.
Brilliant.
This coming Thursday.
We've got a local music event coming up in my local town 2 weeks' time, week on Sunday, which obviously this is the first time it's happened for 3 years, so everybody's quite excited about it. This coming bank holiday in the UK on Sunday the 28th. It's they take over the town basically. Every venue, pub, cafe in the town has got bands playing in all day. So
that's cool.
They call it the musical mystery tour because you can just kind of wander around and wherever you go you'll find a band playing.
Excuse my sniffles. I'm still struggling a bit from this head cold. So I keep on sniffing.
So I was thinking I would sort of investigate a few artists that day, but I've now been asked if I will take one of the stages and run the sound. So it looks like I'll be locked in somewhere instead.
That's cool.
That'll be all right. I think it'll be okay. Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about whether I could link up a camera and just stream it somewhere. Maybe I'll speak to you about that.
Straight to Discover TV London's page.
Yeah. Maybe I'll speak to you about that. Musical Mystery Tour live stream. Maybe we'll do that.
Why not?
Why not, indeed.
If not, why not?
Yeah.
Plug it into your Zoom. Zoom into your laptop, done.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's going to be hard. I'm just saying I've got to do it.
Done. Got to do it, Martin. You got to do it.
We'll get it
I
done.
hope you set it up.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Should we get a guest?
I was thinking I would do it through
actually
official channels. That's what I was thinking, and make it Discover TV content rather than just like bang it out there. That's what I was thinking.
No, definitely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's see if Kenny's there, because it looks like he's frozen again. Yeah. But should we give this a bash?
Well, he's either, or he's been very still for the last 15 minutes.
For the last 10 minutes.
Let's
see if we've got a guess, shall we? Here we go.
Could be a tricky
okay. Kenny?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, you're there.
Okay. We've got you as a blank image, but that's
I'm
fine.
live in studio. That's fine. I can hear you clearly. So yeah.
We can hear you too, but we have nothing but a black screen at the moment, which is I like it. It's intriguing.
It's probably not the worst thing, considering my beard is quite unkempt at the moment. So
Yeah, good.
We'll just do it like that. Still, we'll just keep you in the middle there, like that. There we go.
It's quite
we shall do it.
Fantastic.
How you doing, Kenny?
Now we can just
I'm well, thanks to yourself, man. Well, not much.
So how you been? It's been a while since we had you up in Joburg when you did our Tales from the Lounge performance.
Yeah.
Tell us what's been happening in the land of Kenny Hughes.
A little of this, a little of that, man. Been touring as much as I can, playing whatever shows they'll throw my way, the usual.
As you got to do.
So how far afield has that taken you, Kenny? How far have you been?
All the way from Cape Town, straight up through to the Lowveld, man. Through to the northwest. I've done quite a few shows in Hartbeespoort, all over South Africa, man. Up next is Durban, though. I'm hitting Durban in November, so I'm really excited about that.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Aren't
you up in Joburg next month as well?
I am. I really want to come play Hell's Kitchen again, man. We must make that plan.
Yes, I need to check dates for you. Don't know. What were the dates again? I'll double check. I'll get back to you on WhatsApp. Don't stress.
We'll chat.
Conversation now.
That's quite
I just remembered that now.
That's quite a bit of travelling around, isn't it, Ken? That's quite a bit of travelling. We established this in the UK. It's difficult to get, certainly for me, to get a sense of that scale. When you say you're kind of going to Joburg, Durban, you've been in Cape Town, that's the equivalent of someone in the UK travelling all over Europe, basically.
Yeah, it's quite far. I mean, from my most northerly gig to my most southern gig is probably 2,000 kilometers, more or less. Yeah. It's quite a stretch. Yeah. But I love it, man. I love being on the road. It's such a peaceful place. You really get your mind clear and all those type of things. So I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're not walking between gigs. That's what.
Not most of the time. Not most of the time.
It's a bit far, Martin.
Especially with all my equipment, man. It would be quite a few trips,
Exactly. And tell me, musically, what's been happening?
Man, I'm trying to stay on top of things. Every couple months I release a single, if I had it my way, I'd release them all at once, but that's not exactly the best approach to have, Sometimes you got to release something, let it do its rounds for a few months, and then you release a new thing, and then you stay relevant, so to speak,
So they say.
Well, it seems to be the trend globally.
It seems to be, yeah. Yeah, I feel personally not completely gone are the days, but I'd say gone are the days of releasing full albums, man. People want bite-sized nuggets of information these days. So if you release a single at a time, they're more likely to invest.
I think it does depend a little bit on where you are and what your strategy is, I guess. I think we've spoken about this quite a lot on the show. There's no real answer, is there? It sort of depends. I mean, I completely appreciate at the level a lot of the people that we're talking to establishing themselves or trying to develop an audience, that the sort of drip feed or the, what do they call it, waterfalling of tracks makes sense. But, it's not that you don't see artists, even artists we've had on here speaking to recently, it's not that they're not doing albums. It's not that they're not putting together collections on vinyl or CD or anything like that. And it's not like I've got 10 tracks, I'll release them over the course of a year. There is definitely still a sort of process that some artists feel very works for them successfully in terms of doing a sort of lead single, couple of other drops, and then here's the album.
Oh, for sure. I think it's also you'd find it's a lot of established musicians. I think of Dan Petlansky. I mean, for the past 6-7 years, he's released an album every year. So that's definitely an approach for sure. It's also a costly approach though. So it's at this stage. at this stage, it's more feasible for me to release a single at a time. And yeah, when we start swimming in the big ponds, then I guess I'm gonna have to up my game a little.
I was reminded this morning, like that, just what you're talking about as well, is that a lot of artists maybe neglect this, not unintentionally, but forget you can invest a lot of your time and energy into making the record, and forget that you're going to need to invest some time, money, and energy into marketing that as well. If you'd like any other
100%.
business, any other product, if you want it to be heard by people, if you want people to know about it, then you've got to save some of your time and energy for getting that part of it across as well.
For sure. I feel like releasing a single every 3 months or every 2 months or whatever the case is, I feel like you can put all your focus into that one single, you know what I mean? So if you're in studio, there's no distractions of, I have to remember this intro, I have to remember that chorus, I have to remember this bridge. You can just take the one song and you can really polish it as much as you want, really. No one's ever fully satisfied with their end product, but you can get a lot closer, I feel.
They say mixes are never finished, they're only abandoned.
That's very true. That's very true. I still listen to some of my singles now and I'm like, should have done that. But I guess that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, forget about that.
Just the way it goes.
Do that.
But don't you also find the opposite sometimes? You think, I'm not sure about this, and then you come back to it a couple of years later and go, I can't think what the problem was. What was I thinking? This is fine. Right. What was it?
Yeah,
man. What was I so worried about?
I released one of my singles not too long ago. Actually, I forget when exactly it was, but at the time of release, I wasn't happy with it at all, really. It sounded good enough, it sounded fine, but there was a lot to be desired, and it still did really, really well. I mean, it still made it to the #1 spot on Mix FM, so people still liked it, at least, and that was quite a revelation to me. Sometimes it is good enough,
Yeah. So you just reminded me of a conversation I had with an artist yesterday. He was said they're a duo. They sort of split writing duties, and they've had put a couple of albums out. And I was working with one of the guys yesterday, and he said, I was speaking to Andrew, and he said, for the next project, I think we should maybe do something that's not quite as commercial. Mm-hmm. And Rob said, there's only 8 people that listened to our last album. How less commercial can we get?
Exactly, man. Exactly. You're your own worst critic, It's just one of those things.
Always. I mean, it's been nearly a year since 1920.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
I was just having a look now, and I was just thinking, actually, the last time we had you on was for 1920, wasn't it? In terms of New Music Mondays, which is a year ago.
Wow. You guys have missed a few singles in between. I should be on this show more frequently.
Exactly, Kenny. What's going on here, Devo?
Get Devo on the line, man. We need to have a chat.
Come on, we need to have a discussion about this. Because I was looking.
The man just told us he's releasing something every 3 months. Where's he been?
Yeah. Like, hello.
Where are these things? Why are we missing these things, man? Come on.
It's a year. 30th of May was when we had you at Hell's.
Really? Wow. Yep. But then that would also be, I believe it was the following day, wasn't it, that I came for the Tales from the Lounge as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to see when we released Tales, yeah.
Man, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. So if we could do that again as well.
11th of June.
11th of June, can you believe it? Wow. It doesn't feel that long ago. It honestly doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, you're going to have to come do another one. Studio's changed quite a bit since you were last year.
Sign me up. I'll be there.
Okay, done. Okay.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal.
That's done. Okay, let's chat about Destiny. Brand new single.
Man.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Destiny. Oh, man, it's a cool song. I feel like it has gone a lot more into the realm of funk, but also, according to Effort's name on who I recorded it with, he seems to think that it's got a bit of a pop feel to it, which I never thought I would find myself writing a pop track. I don't see it as a pop track, but I see where he's coming from, and I feel like it really appeals to a lot of people. It's very relatable, and it's just a cool song, man. Give it a listen.
And Everett's somebody that we've seen come up a lot on New Music Mondays lately. I actually found, I should have had it with me now. I found a CD of the first time I had Everett on Balcony TV.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna finish off with that one tonight. He had a band called Black Pimping Jesus.
Oh yeah, I remember.
What a band!
I remember Black Pimping Jesus.
That was the very first time I ever saw Everett, and it's like he's just got stronger and stronger. And to see it's probably that must be 10 years ago. More than likely.
He's a bit of a wizard, man. He's a bit of a wizard, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a conversation with him or whatever, you really get a bit of a look inside his crazy mind. The guy's got so many ideas.
Yeah.
Last time I recorded with him.
Single.
Which single was that?
Martin, do you remember? Nope. I'm trying to remember now. No, it's a new single. I can't. That's the problem with him. Is he does so much.
That is the problem with him. I recorded 1920. I recorded 1920 with him, and then I went back probably about 4 months later to do Run Along. When I was there for 1920, he was finishing up an album, and then he released the album. It was Hot Mess, and then I moved. I went back to him like 4 months later to do Run Along, and he had actually finished another album in the time that I was gone.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys.
That is pretty normal for somebody like Everett.
Yeah. He
constantly be Everett. You've gone a bit soft all of a sudden, Kenny.
Sounds to me like your microphone just connected.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yep, that's much better.
It's back where it was. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Where it was. Yeah.
Sorry, I was receiving a call, so I just declined.
Okay. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a listen.
Like it.
Just in case that phone rings again, let's take a listen. This is the brand new Kenny Hughes with Destiny. Tell us what you think.
Not too long ago, a couple of years or so, by the side of the road, how I got there, nobody knows. Walking home all alone, I saw her lights approach, stepped out of the way, I think I knew her name. She was my destiny, 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 destiny. She was my destiny, destiny. She was my destiny. I hitched a ride, Lady Luck by my side. I hitched a ride in the nick of time. It was so cold outside. She took me hours away. I do not know the place. Street lights are out again, but here there's nothing strange. She was my destiny, 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 destiny. She was my destiny. I told you once, I told you twice before. I don't know you anymore. I told you once, I told you twice before. I don't know
Destiny, Kenny Hughes here on New Music Monday. Gotta love it. go.
That's how you catch out all the DJs.
Yep.
Fake ending.
A little good fake ending.
You gotta dig it, man. You gotta dig it.
Gotta dig it. Love it. I get the pop. I get the pop side of it. I get whatever it was saying.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I mean this in the best possible way, and hopefully you'll take it in the right possible way. If someone played that to me and said, "What do you think of this new Chili Peppers song?" I'd have gone, "Fucking love it, brilliant."
Great, man. That's more of a compliment than you know.
They're back with some proper tracks. That's a great.
That's
sound,
more
great
of a
sound.
compliment than you know. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Cool,
yeah,
very
I'm
cool.
really proud of it. I think it came out really cool.
Are we going to expect a music video?
Hopefully pretty soon. You know, as with all my songs, I'd love to do a music video. You know, if budget allows. So.
Yeah.
But it's good
just
fun.
Do another tour. The next tour. Lots of little
Hell yeah.
of the next tour. Yep.
That seems to work, man.
It live in Joburg.
Maybe we should get a few nice shots there at your beautiful venue, man.
Yeah, let's do something. I like it. I like it.
Make it happen.
Kenny, absolutely loving it. Please remind people where they can find out more info about you.
Yeah, man. So on Facebook, it is at Kenny Hughes Official. Like I always say, as if someone would make a fake Kenny Hughes account. And then on Instagram, it is at Kenny Hughes _artist. You guys can find everything there. I put all my tour dates and everything there.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Thanks so much, mate, for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for having me, man. As always, it's a blast. And let's not wait so long before we do it again, right?
Yes, and I'll WhatsApp you just dates. Just let me know those dates again when you are in Joburg, and let's see what we can
100%.
do.
Yeah,
perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Anytime, Kenny. Anytime you got new music out, and you know what? Even if you don't have new music out, but you just want whether it's a tour. I know it's called New Music Mondays, but if you've got a tour or a whatever, it's kind of
let us know.
If there's anything you want to let people know about, let us know about it and come on and chat about it.
Fantastic.
That's the deal.
First time I'm mentioning this, but I am releasing another single in the next coming month or two, so definitely keep an eye out for that, and then I'm sure I'll be back for that.
Yes, you
will.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Chat soon. Bye.
Take care, bud.
Great track. Oh, look who just joined us, just out of nowhere. Hello. How did you get on there?
Dropped in on the side.
Yes.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we?
It's like, who's in charge? Who's in charge here?
Chris, did you take over?
Pardon?
Did you just take over our screens?
I don't know what happened. I just got it.
Chris Sims. It's a Chris Sims takeover.
It's a Chris Sims takeover.
We like
it.
We like Chris Sims
takeovers. Yeah. See, it's been so long since Chris was with us, and literally the computer screen saw he was there and said, "Bugger it, I'm just putting him on."
It's an AI.
Absolutely. Well, it's good to see you guys. Like you say, it's been too long.
Yeah.
Far too long.
Must be.
How is the King of Country?
A year, I think.
Well, I mean, that's quite the title. I'm not too sure if I can go by that, because the last song that I released was actually the last two songs that I released were very. I would just class it more as pop songs rather than country or even rock songs. But yeah, man, like you know, life is good.
Are these a diversion then, or is it a new direction, or is it just a detour?
You know what? I remember the last time that I was with you guys was for the last single that I released, which was "Raise It Up" featuring Ellie Jane. And I think that the reason I said to you that I wrote and released that song was because while lockdown was going on and everything, everybody, I heard a lot of people writing songs that made me quite sad about lockdown, whereas I wanted to write a song about what I was looking forward to after lockdown, which was, you know, going out and feeling the vibe and everything, man. And that kind of just was the reason for that. And then but while I was writing that song, I had the idea of the chorus for Flatline, the song which I've recently released, in the back of my head, and I demoed it over and over again with like acoustic tracks and stuff, and I could never quite get there. But then I eventually found, after going traveling at the first part of this year, the right lyrics that I think work with the chorus, and I thought, you know what, this isn't going to be a long-term project to make music like this, but I just want to get this song out there before I go into the kind of like realm of EP. So yeah, that was that.
Go with the flow, man. Well, you mentioned it. I mean, we had you on. It must be because you just kind of reminds it about a year ago, I think.
I am thinking it could be about a year ago because I haven't released any.
Well, it was a sort
music.
of a summer anthem, wasn't it?
It was. That was
with Ellie. So.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I suppose, yeah. So that's far too long to release music. I've got to get my next one up in a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah. Well, to have it, but to be
next
fair,
week,
I mean,
I'll do one every week for the next 2 months.
But to be fair, it's not that you've not been busy, is it? You did mention you've been away travelling. I want to ask you about that because that looked like a bit of an adventure. How long were you away for, and where did you go?
So I was away for just a few months, and I went.
Just a few months. I was only away for a few months.
And I went off to. I spent a little while in California. Myself and Cameron Sanson and the bass player of my band.
Old Cameron.
Yeah,
young Cameron.
We went off to because Cameron was out there anyway, and I was meant to be going to Thailand, and then due to COVID border laws and stuff like that, that got cancelled due to restrictions and all that kind of thing. So I then was just like, well, might as well go off to California for a bit and see Cameron. So we did put that in, and we went on a road trip around Death Valley and to Vegas. Vegas is an interesting one. You can lose a lot of money in Vegas, I've learned. Yeah.
Apparently a lot more than money.
Oh,
yeah.
You know it.
And not even through gambling.
Yeah. But we did the road trip and we went to San Francisco, and that was great. And then while I was in America, it was one of those where the restrictions and laws kind of changed again for the borders of Thailand. So I thought, well, I've got about a week left here. I'll go home and then go off to Thailand straight afterwards. So I did that, got home, saw the Batman, which was great, and then
dropped
straight
off
off
for the Batman and went straight off again.
Literally that. Yep, went straight off to Thailand and just had the most amazing time. It was living rough and living, sort of, just from one place to another. There was no pre-planned tours or anything, but a lot of inspiration for a lot of writing material, which I'm still trying to process because so much happened. In the space of a couple of months, I was chased by rattlesnakes, chased by a pack of about 12 dogs, broke down on a motorbike in the jungle, everything.
This was in Vegas again, Jules.
No, this all happened in Vegas.
One night in Vegas, that's all that happens.
Tell you what. Especially the rattlesnake and the wild dogs
exactly
down the main road.
Well, I mean, the rattlesnakes one is kind of like a bit ridiculous because we parked up in Death Valley for the night, and this is where I'm from Broxbourne, like we don't have rattlesnakes and running around and all stuff, same as in Hartford and whatnot. But I parked up because I wanted to go and get James Bay tickets, which went on sale at a certain time, and so I went to go and get these tickets, which was about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had to try and find Signal, and I couldn't find it. So I was searching around for Signal. And then eventually, after walking a very long way away from our camper van, I came across this kind of like garage kind of place where they basically told me there's no Wi-Fi or anything like that. You should get Signal, but I didn't. And so I just carried on walking. Finally took my headphones out, was walking around what now appeared to be a kind of slightly more green area, and then straight at me, I was like, whoa, just turned straight back around, pegged it, and then another one popped up and sort of was coming towards me. So eventually I went back to the place where I found some light near that garage, stayed there, and then eventually built up the enthusiasm, whatever, to try and make it back to the camper van. And when I got back in the camper van, the lads just said to me, Chris, we've never seen you so quiet in our lives. I just sat in the front seat. I was like, I'm so grateful to be alive.
That's a hell of a story, isn't it?
Wow.
Chased by rattlesnakes while trying to buy James Bay tickets is a good...
Yeah.
That's a good chapter for the biography in the future, mate.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong. Well, okay, on to the next subject. Let's start with the pack of dogs. We could be here all night.
Well, that was a close one because somebody I was travelling with, they ended up going to hospital because they got bitten by dogs. I was lucky enough, I was fast enough to get away, but not always that lucky.
Okay, let's get back to the music. Because I've got a feeling this could go south or whichever way.
It's been a busy time. I think, just went away for a few months.
No, it was great. But the thing is, though, is that like with this song Flatline that I wrote, it was, you go away for a few months and you do so much, like some great things, and you see some amazing things. You see some terrible things, because when you travel to other parts in the world, it's not always all good. And I saw things that ethically I was very shocked at. But the Flatline song, which I recently released, is solely about. I was on this island for my last few nights in Thailand. I think it was called Koh Tao. It was either Koh Tao or Koh Tao. I can't remember. But I was with an amazing group of people for my last few nights. And the last night I was there, we went out to party, and I had to try and introduce what the phrase "out" is in the English term. So I was with people who are mostly from other parts of Europe.
Yeah.
And
do you know this, Julian? Do you know what out? No.
Oh, Julian!
Are you going out, or are you going out?
Drinking different types. So you go out, and you're just going out for some beers, not enough to you're going out.
Out is coming back at 3 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning.
You have to be prepared. You're going to have to write off the next day to get over the night before. Yeah.
So
that's the quickest way of explaining
out?
it.
For me, these days, anything going out is out.
But we went and we went to go out on the last night, and nothing like we get here. There was like rings of fire. When I say rings of fire, I literally mean rings of fire on the beach, that the people just encouraging one to jump into and start dancing. Beer pong on the beach with a beautiful sea there. Loud music till very, very late, and it was your idea of a perfect beach party. And then we got back at about 5-6 a.m. and I had to be up in 2 hours to go and catch my boat. I was hungover and I lost my debit card in a machine. So it was one of those where when I ran for the boat was literally leaving. I had to kind of pass the Caribbean, jumping onto the boat. So again, it was everything was kind of all based around those last kind of 24 hours, but in a very positive way, because it was the best time of my life.
Chapter 4, going out and
I'm kind of gathering where the word flatline comes in the song now.
So that's good. That is, you understand where that's coming. But no, the whole concept is, it's like there was the DJ that was actually at the bar. He actually stayed in the hostel that I was on that island in, and he would just come back again every morning at about 4 a.m. absolutely wasted, because I think that was kind of his life. He would sleep during the day, go out and DJ at night, and then come back absolutely hammered. Living a good life in Thailand. But it was one of those where we were consistently, whenever the music kind of looked like it was going to stop, we'd be like saying to the DJ, "Come on, another song, one more song," that kind of thing. So the idea is that you want to get as much out of your night as possible. You want the enthusiasm of the night to go up and not go down. So, but that's kind of like always been the ethos over the last 4 years of my writing. I'm a very pro positivity kind of guy. So I like the idea of the carpe diem kind of genre of music.
So tell me, there's a young lady on the sleeve with you. Who's that?
A young lady on the sleeve?
Yeah, on Spotify.
On the Spotify.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, right. I thought you meant I got a tattoo or something.
No. Oh, well, maybe you probably don't remember that, do you? You know that what happens in Vietnam lands up on your skin. That's what they say. It's not what happens in Vietnam stays in Vietnam. What happens in Vietnam lands up on your skin.
That's amazing. Wow. No, so that's the whole thing. So the recording process, I had the idea of the chorus.
Or she just something inside your mind. You think she was there. I'm pretty sure I met her in Vietnam, but I don't know. So I wrote a song about it. And I made this picture. Got her off Google.
Exactly. Well, the young lady who very kindly featured is Troy Parker Roth, who I've known for many years now. We've played many shows together, all been on the same circuit. As a promoter myself, she's played shows for me damn near every single week for one period of time. But she's a fantastic singer. And throughout the time that I had because the chorus has been in my head for about 6 months now, and the verses were written kind of after I got back from Thailand. But the idea of having a different vocal just for that one bit really, really appealed to me, because it's that kind of perfect sort of like drop before a chorus where then I come back in and the instruments really rock it, because that's the only time really other than the guitar solo, the instruments really kind of go for it in the song, because it's very just floors to the floor bass drum during the verses, and then it gives that perfect, what I like to call like a calm before the storm. And Troy she has such an amazing voice. I think that I think Cameron and I have said the same thing. She's one of these people where you go into a studio and you just give her a mic and it's kind of just all then done, because she's that clear with her vocal. Gotcha. She's so good at what she does, and her pronunciation on words when she's singing as well is perfect. So she was the best choice for the song, and yeah, I'm very glad she was part of it.
Fantastic.
On that note, I think we should take a listen.
Go for it.
Seems like a good transition.
Here we go. This is Flatline with Chris Sims and Troy. I can't remember the rest of her name, but I was going to go with that.
If it's the last night on the island, we'll sing louder than the siren. A DJ turn the sound up. I can't believe, but here we are, barefoot dancing on the bar. The animal that got this far. We both speak a different language, but right here we understand it. It's our time while we are young. When it's 11:59, we'll sing our songs all through the night, and they'll know that it's our time.
DJ, save me tonight. Don't leave me here with my heart on the line. DJ, do what is right. If you've got the songs, then ignite our life.
I found something beautiful. I saw you calling me so far from home. So DJ, save me tonight. Just turn my heart up and don't let me fly tonight. I let the music lead the night under all the flashing lights. Can't say this doesn't feel right. We both know we got someone, but right here now we both belong. We survive the day to live the night. We'll drink tequila to remember, never whiskey to forget. DJ, be sure to play VG. Yeah, the night is our request. We'll take our shots, bottoms up. There's no such thing as that's enough. No chance of laying down to die. I wanna live, not just survive.
DJ, save me tonight. Don't leave me here with my heart on the line. DJ, do what is right. If you've got the songs, then ignite our life.
I found something beautiful. I saw you calling me so far from home. So DJ, save me tonight. Just turn my heart up and don't let me fly tonight.
DJ, save me tonight. Don't leave me here with my heart on the line. DJ, do what is right. If you've got the songs, then ignite my life.
I found something beautiful. I saw you calling me so far from home. So DJ, save me tonight. Just turn my heart up and don't let me fly tonight.
Chris Sims, Flatline. Here on New Music
Tell you
Mondays.
what, drinking tequila to remember never worked for me, mate.
Nah, sorry, mate, it doesn't work. One tequila, two tequila,
Don't say
three
that.
tequila
Let's turn your
floor.
microphone on.
Well, just every tequila. But the thing is, I'm gonna make a confession. That lyric, I know that it was a critically very like destroyed film critically, but that inspiration kind of came from Morbius when they're talking about you drink tequila to remember, whiskey to forget, or something like that. But that kind of resonated with me in the background of over the last few years, and I do kind of think actually the only time I've ever completely been so blackout drunk I've actually forgotten a few seconds or 5 minutes of what's happened during a night out is when I've had a bottle of whiskey on me. Every time I have tequila, it's all good. So,
Mate, I don't remember 25 to 30.
Wait a minute.
You're worried about a couple of seconds here.
Fantastic. There you go. Rock and roll dreams.
It's a rock and roll lifestyle, mate.
You know it.
But I enjoy it. It's a fun song. It's a great track, and it's just, you just want to sing along.
Thank you,
man.
man.
Summer song should be.
It means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think
another good one from
it constitutes the term banger, right? That's a banger.
Yeah.
Well,
Banger with tequila.
Always the tequila.
Don't say it to her.
It was one of those where I think with the idea of writing that song, it was very much if there was going to be a time to release it, you want to release a song like that in the summer and not in the winter. So yeah, that's where that came from.
Yeah, that's going to work better.
There was a little bit of a...
Have you recovered yourself, Julian?
Sorry.
I know you kind of even went, I can't believe I said that.
I can't believe I said that.
I love it. It's great.
Very good. So what's coming up next, my friends? You've got this.
And
this
my
song
mother's watching this show.
I know. And your
Oh, perfect. Shout out to Julian's mother.
Yeah. Say hello, yeah.
Mum's going, oh, God, my son.
So, Chris.
So
what's happening? What's going on? You've got the single out, so obviously we're promoting that. That's happening. Well,
yes. So, but I'm in terms
to Bali
of
next to write the next song.
I'll tell you what, I'm definitely going to aim to have another song out before the end of September. That's going to happen because in terms of what I have coming up, which is solid and 100% happening, Mystery Tour in Hartford. I was playing 2 shows. Now I'm playing 3. I'm playing at the early afternoon. All the times and stuff can be found on my social media at Chris Sims UK. But early afternoon, I'm going to be playing an acoustic set for about 45 minutes in the Hartford House Garden, and then my band will be playing in the Deco Bar. At around about 8 o'clock, we're going to play. I think we're headlining that one, so we're going to be headlining the Deco Bar stage, so to speak, and then. I appear to now be playing at about I think it's 10:45 in the Hartford Quiet Man pub. Okay. I've been instructed to play about an hour of just belters that people can sing along to of covers. So you'll get your American Pie and all that kind of stuff just for the people who are still after a day. I mean, Martin, you've been to the Mystery Tour many a times. You know that it's just from 12 until 12 solid drinking all day.
Is this not the 15th? Is it the 15th?
Wow.
I think it's 15th anniversary, but I mean, it would have been the 15th anniversary 3 years ago. It's just
yeah. So, it's an important day for Hartford. I'd argue it's the most important day for our hometown.
I was mentioning it to Julian earlier on, and as you said, this is kind of playing in various different places all over the town. There are artists who will pop up in various forms and various gigs, and it runs from midday to midnight basically and beyond a bit. So it's a big
absolutely. It is a huge day of lots of music, great fun, and a hell of a lot of drinking. So
and it's a bank holiday the next day, so no one goes to work the next day. So,
exactly. There's no excuse not to be there. but as well as that, the show which I'm at the moment, I think it's fair to say that I'm trying to promote the most. We've got our first headline at Hartford Corn Exchange on the 8th of October. We're planning a lot of things for that we haven't done before, and we're really trying to make that something very special. So I'm going to be over, I think, the next couple of months just on the streets relentlessly getting the message out there about that. And I'd say no shame in saying it because it's the way you promote things. So as well as running various social media.
Absolutely, that's the biggest local venue around here as well. That's quite a step up, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a proper scale venue, that one. So
absolutely, and I don't know if you've been in there since they've redone it, Martin, but it's a beautiful. It's done really nicely. The artwork they've got in there above the bar of Freddie Bowie and Amy Winehouse, and the stage is bigger, so it's gonna be a good show. And we're planning to do a lot of things which we haven't done for other shows in it before. So it'll be good. We're gonna get out to Keyless people so they remember it.
Fantastic. Where can people get tickets for that one? 8th of October, Corn Exchange. Where do you pick up tickets?
Tickets.
You said
I've
got a hammer down the market, and Chris, right? You know how you said that. Where do people buy tickets?
So if you're local to Hartford, then you can get advance tickets from me. Just drop me a message on social media. And at the moment, for another 2 days, if you buy a ticket before Wednesday, you get a CD and a T-shirt with it. And then other than that, you can get it on Ticket Web, which can all be found on the Corn Exchange website.
Cool. So it's Chris Sims UK if people want to contact you directly, right?
Chris Sims UK, Sims spelled 1M.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's always
always
great speaking to you guys. You guys are the pioneers of supporting of live music, and I think by far the best presenters of live of new and upcoming music that I've ever come across. So thank you once again.
Spread the word to all your mates. Tell them to come and join us and watch
Chris
us.
messaged me. Do you know when Chris messaged me the other day? He said he's discovered so many new artists through this show as well himself. So.
Absolutely. I mean, what I might have to do, I might have to send you guys at some point the playlist of artists that I've discovered through your show and through Martin's other shows that he's done previously and stuff, because there's such a selection now. And I'm pretty sure.
Maybe you can tell me then. So my son actually put me onto a UK kid today. So I want to see if you guys know this guy, because apparently this kid is going to be the next big thing, according to my son, Mackenzie McKay.
See, for me, the name rings a bell, but I wouldn't be able to say anything other than that. I don't know about you, Martin.
No, not so far. But you know,
I've got a track. We're going to play out with it tonight.
But this is the great thing about this kind of stuff. Is not so far, and yet here you go. This is Julian's son who's going, have you heard this guy? And now we're about to. And this is what this kind of conversation is all about. It's not just about us curating stuff and going, have you heard? It works both ways, you know.
Absolutely.
You should check out.
Send us songs. Tell us people that you're hearing. So we're going to play out with it, Chris. Anyway, so you can say goodnight with us on the show. We're going to play out with Mackenzie McKay. So Martin, let's try and find this guy. Get him on the show.
All right.
You know, that's what it's all about. So apparently from the UK, know nothing about him except for the fact that my son sent me a link. This is Mackenzie McKay, and the song is called. Hang on, I'm going to figure out what the bloody song's called.
Stick around, Chris. You can tell us what you think at the end. We'll have a chat at the end.
Yeah, this song is called. Yeah, we'll have a quick chat at the end. This is called. Where's my downloads? I've now lost it. Anyway, just listen. Doesn't matter. Mackenzie McKay. The song is called "I Can't Undo." Tell us what you think.
Setting off onto your sad life. Heard from your friends you had a bad night. Drunk too much and cried. Don't you keep on cutting lines, that's a rude move. Who's used you in the past for a penny? Pain has got my body in bits, I'm smoking heavy. Talking many buds, let me up. Anyone else would have said the fuck with it. Up in it in minutes, sinister, promise me your anatomy. Need to get to cutting it, quits I need to button it. Stay because I mustn't dip, yup I need to hop or skip. A jump, I hit the bong, I rip another one and bill a spliff. And we can take a walk with it. Nothing is surprising if you know. And if your eyes are open, they should close. Maybe I was waiting for the call. I care, but I can't undo everything you'd like me to. I want to make your wrongs right. Come find me when you go blind. I can't undo everything you'd like me to. I want to make your wrongs right. Come find me when you go blind. Felt like gunpowder when it found a spark. Need a second to discuss it with you, mustn't be too hard. Like a sunflower, pick yourself apart. All your delicate petals are falling deep into the dark. All the horrid muddy puddles in the concrete. And your murky dirty water came to haunt me. In your eyes, nothing's ever near to complete. I apologize, I can't unwind all that you're wanting. Yeah, nothing is surprising if you know. And if your eyes are open, they should close. Maybe I was waiting for the call. I care, but I can't undo everything you'd like me to. I want to make your wrongs right. Come find me when you go blind. I can't undo everything you'd like me to. I want to make your wrongs right. Come find me when you go blind. Now you see the faces in the photo.
There you have it.
Nice.
I Can't Undo.
I like
Wow. Okay. I like it.
Do you know
that.
what
Is cool. I like that a lot.
Do you know what
Yeah.
it made me think, and this might sound like an odd thing, but I'm going to say it anyway. What I was thinking, who does that voice remind me of? And I'm going to say, that sounds like Alex Turner doing hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't have thought of that, but now I can see it.
It's got that sort of Arctic Monkeys, Alex Turner inflection, kind of lyrical
Who was
style,
that
isn't
other young kid we had on once, Martin, that did only animated videos? We had 2 songs of his. A young guy from London. And it was very Arctic Monkeys kind of vibe as well. Blowing up things, and it was like really cool little animations.
I know what you mean. Adorable Demons.
That's it, Adorable Demons.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like a chilled out version of Adorable Demons.
Yeah, nice. You probably know. Do you know Lewis Bootle, Chris?
I don't know that. No,
Yeah,
that.
he's
Sorry, Lewis Bootle. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Local boy from where? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
right.
Yeah, that's
So
Adorable.
anyway,
That's
Mackenzie
Adorable
McKay
Demons.
is from Yorkshire. Where's Yorkshire?
Oh, there you go, Alex Turner. And that's exactly why. Yeah, because
Perfect.
Alex Turner Sheffield. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. From Yorkshire,
Sheffield,
based in
Sheffield,
London,
Yorkshire,
Martin.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
based in London.
Look at that. I got the accent. How about that? That's good. That'll
So
be
Martin, you're
why.
going to have to try and get hold of him.
That'll be why.
Definitely
it's
somebody
Not, it's
worth
not an
having.
Alex Turner vocal. It's a Yorkshire vocal. That's what's going on. Nice. Like it. Yeah.
Shout out
good
to
stuff.
Dylan for sending that one through to us. Mackenzie McKay, definitely going to follow him.
And that
Check
is
him out,
hot.
and
That
he's
is hot. That's
handy.
only out. That's only been out about a week or so, and it's his
Yeah.
debut single, I think. So.
Absolutely. So yeah, check him out. So hopefully that's what we like about the show is we discover brand new music. And whatever happened to Adorable Demons? He seemed to be going somewhere at some stage and
Just
disappeared.
got married.
Ah, there you go. Just got married.
I think he's actually in Thailand at the moment, ironically or coincidentally.
Oh God, there he goes. He's going to come back. What was her name again?
The place to be is the place to be.
What
Yeah, he
happens
got-
in
he got-
Thailand
he
comes
got
back
married.
as a tattoo.
He got married about a week ago, I think. So congratulations, Lewis. If you catch
Congratulations.
this at any point.
Another one that I've been listening to lately. What was his name again? Hang on, I'm going to find out quickly because I've been listening to on Tidal quite a lot. Another one that I discovered on New Music Mondays, and I'll tell you his name right now. It's a triple-barreled name. Luke James Williams.
Luke James Williams, yeah.
Yes, that album, Our Blood is Red, really good. Which featured one of my favorite songs from a couple of years ago, which was Blood Jump.
Blood Jump, yeah.
Yeah.
Cracking.
See, it's always great new music. And Cameron, what's happening with Cameron? You've been hanging out with him.
I mean, yeah, you could say that. It's very rare that I can actually go more than about 24 hours without us doing something or seeing each other. We are damn near attached to the hip a lot of the time.
It is,
but,
it's
I'm actually-
symbiotic as well, though, you should say, because I know he works as your producer, but he hangs off you on stage as well.
Yes, well, the thing is, he's actually a little something which I don't actually think is kind of officially public yet, but it's kind of not a secret. He is no longer at this time playing drums for me. We've got a guy called Christian Bayford who's going to be drumming from us for the foreseeable future and hopefully for a long time to come. But I am now Cameron's guitarist, so we've done a bit of a switcheroo.
So if you catch, there's just, in fact, I think it's just been released as a bit of a live promo stuff that you did down in London.
That's right,
ago
yes.
On stage. So if you check out Cameron Sanderson live London, the man throwing shapes and shredding the guitar on the stage is our friend Mr. Sims.
There you go. Well, Cameron also hasn't been on the show for a while as well. Need to get him back on, Martin. Listen to some of his
I
stuff.
tell you what, I will next time I see him, which could well be within the next 45 minutes. I'll give him a little shout and
I'm
tell him
not
to get in
surprised.
touch.
Yeah, give him a little
Thinks he-
nudge and say we just want to have a chat, catch up. I think he's. I mean, as always, he's been so prolific.
Oh, yeah.
Although he's, I mean, I want to say he's slowed down a bit, but that means he's gone from 12 songs a year down to 8.
But he's
sort
doing a
of.
lot more now with I can tell you now that there's going to be a lot more with the live stuff coming, which it's been a bit of a taking a little while to get there, but because again it's kind of weird talking about it because it's the first time that I've been part of another band that's outside of myself for quite a long period of time. But he does consider us sort of like band members, which is really nice. And he is and the drummer Kev is from Germany, and he's amazing, and we all get on really well, and I've got a very good feeling there's a lot more live band stuff that we're going to be doing together coming up in the foreseeable future. So I think I'm gonna stick with what I do with the solo thing. I'm going to do my thing with Cameron, but I think that I'm going to stop it there. No more bands other than those two for a little while.
Wicked. Okay, I think we need to end the show. We are going to play out with something.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It's always good to chat.
Chris, thank you so much, man. We'll chat soon.
That's fine.
Cheers, mate. Right. Oh, we lost him. There we go. Okay, cool.
He's just doing it all himself. What's going on? It's like comes on by himself,
he's
leaves by himself.
He's got his own little remote control there, handling StreamYard for us. But yeah, I really enjoyed tonight's show, and some great artists, and I really like that Mackenzie McKay that we just played as well.
Yeah, good track.
So yeah, looking forward to that as well. Yeah, maybe you can hunt him down that side, Martin, because Dylan seems to think he could be the next big thing coming out of the UK.
Yep.
But hey, who knows? Who are we to know? I saw Stephen actually posting, and Stephen of Balcony TV fame, because now that obviously everything's been unlisted, he posted Ed Sheeran. Well, relisted, sorry, not unlisted, relisted. He posted the Ed Sheeran from London in 2006, I think it was.
So there was, who else? Ed Sheeran was on there. Jessie J one's on there as well.
Yeah. What's that Ed Sheeran one again?
Busted, I think, were on there as well. Yeah, he had a very. He was sort of post A-team on one of them, but I think he'd been on before that as well at some point. So yeah, he's a very young man.
Yeah, and the guitar was so out of tune. I was like feeling for him. I'm like, dude, your guitar's out of tune. Man. And it's like, it's amazing because you sit and you watch stuff like that and you go like, is this guy ever going to make it? Just shows you that we know nothing. Because, I mean, who would have predicted that young man that appeared on Balcony TV all those years ago would land up becoming one of the biggest selling artists in the world?
Yeah. I mean, if you'd bet on it at the time, you're a very smart person. Let's put it that way.
Who would?
And you'd have made a lot of money.
We would have all sat there and go, yeah, cool, next.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, good
great.
Luck to you.
Nothing
good
wrong.
Luck to you,
good
fella.
luck, mate.
Keep at it.
Good luck, fella. See you in the future.
Right.
Yeah, all right. Nothing wrong. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, you know, and then again, you have my mom saying, you must repost the one you did with Josh Stone. I mean, yeah, she was just a phenomenon, but I mean, she was already at a peak when we had her on the show. I mean, just a phenomenal talent. But then we've got some young artists that we're working with. There's a young girl that I'm working at the moment with, Samkita, who's got a voice that's just absolutely incredible. And then the Cooligans, I'm sure you saw them on one of our Tales from an African Lounge. As I said, that we had them on the show on Sunday at Hell's Kitchen. And everybody just sat there absolutely mesmerized by this band on Sunday. Their set was absolutely phenomenal. If you get a chance, please go back and have a look at it, guys. They are just a phenomenally young, talented band from Johannesburg. And there are just so many great artists out there. And artists like the Cameron Sandersons, the Chris Sims, you know, the Kenny Hughes, etc., the Mackenzie McKays. So many great artists.
You want to say these are the same things apply, right? As we've said before, it's like these are the names at the moment that people might go, well, I've never heard of them. That doesn't mean, you know, these guys are good if they stick at it, if they're tenacious, if they keep wanting to do it. They've got all the talent. So, you know, who knows? Next, like we'll be talking 10 years' time going, remember when we had that kid on here? Look at him now.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Exactly.
So, you know,
exactly.
Because they've got the skills, they've got the talent, and as you said, who would know? You can't know.
100%.
And for all those people who have that kind of attitude, which bugs the hell out of me when they go, oh, you know what? There's no good music around. No one's going to have the longevity that those bands did in the past. None of you would have bet on any of the bands 20 years ago that are successful now. You would not have known. So go away.
Yep.
Go away and listen to some new music.
And if you had to have a look what Mackenzie McKay looked like, you'd go, what?
Yeah. I mean,
not what you'd expect.
No, he isn't what you'd expect. I was going to say.
Not what you'd expect.
I mean, there's nothing sort of, oh my God, but it is kind of, is that what he looks like? Okay.
Yeah, Anyway, okay, I did promise we'd play out with this.
Cool.
Black Pimpin' Jesus.
Let's do it.
Balcony TV. Music with a view. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
It's back. Yeah, go and check it out. Look under balcony on YouTube. Find it, balcony. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, go and find it. It was some of the greatest moments of our music online careers. I have to say. I mean, I did some great shows on there, and this was just one of them.
I met some amazing artists. That's where I met the King's Parade for the first time, for example.
Absolutely. Jeremy Loops, one of the biggest shows I've ever had. I met him on Balcony TV, and this is Black Pimpin' Jesus on Balcony TV. Awesome. Music with a view.
Balcony TV.
Days. We'll see you next week, everybody. Good night.
Guys, welcome back to Balcony TV Johannesburg. I'm your host, Julian. We're hanging out at Randlords on a beautiful winter's day and hanging with Black Pimping Jesus. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well for a Saturday morning.
Are you the Black, the Pimping, or the Jesus?
That's just a clever name, I guess.
I love it. I absolutely love it. What song are you guys going to play for us?
We're going to play Can't Pretend.
Take it away.
Yeah.